날씨도 좀 쌀쌀한데 여기 이렇게 많이들 와주셔서 너무 감사하고요. 저희 하스스톤 런치한 이래로 많은 분들이 많은 관심 보여주시고 또 그 블로깅도 해주시고 또 그 TV에서 아프리카 TV 같은 데서 또 우리 스트리밍도 해주시고 너무 열정적인 모습을 많이 보여주셔서 항상 감사하게 생각하고 있습니다. 그래서 지금 이번에 고블린 나온 이후에도 반응도 너무 좋고 또 그 이벤트 우리 본사에서 오셔가지고 여러분들이랑 좀 더 같이 얘기도 나누고 질문도 받고 답변도 해드릴 수 있는 기회를 가지면 좋을 것 같아서 이런 자리를 마련했고요. 그 하스스톤 전체 총괄 프로듀서를 맡으신 해밀턴 추라고 합니다. 여러분 박수로 와주시기 바랍니다. 옆에는 우리 그 프로덕션 디렉터로 계시는 제이슨 체이스라고 하시고요. 시간이 뭐 이렇게 많지는 않으니까 제가 이 정도로 줄이고 여러분들 갖고 계신 질문이라는데 최대한대로 답할 수 있도록 하도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
네, 첫 번째 질문입니다. 닥스라마스 무과금으로 열기 힘들어요. 그리고 하스스톤 안드로이드 폰 버전 만들어주세요. 현기증 나요. 라고 했는데 성함은 옛날로
이건 이승훈님께서 적어주신 질문이시네요.
So the first question is not really a question, but some kind of what they want to say about is it's too hard to open Naxxramas without charging the battle coin, and also they really want the Android phone version of Hearthstone. So do you want to tell us why you designed that way, and when can we expect the Android phone?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think as far as the Naxxramas question, we definitely wanted to make it so that, thank you. For the Naxxramas question, we definitely wanted to make it so it's possible to get in and basically earn all the various parts of Naxxramas just by playing for free. So we wanted to make sure that that's a very important part of Hearthstone. You can play any way you want. You can basically, if you want to, you can just earn the gold to get the card packs or the adventures. If you want, you can also buy them. That's also there for as an option. But we really want to make sure that you can actually earn the reward to Naxxramas. So it does actually require a little more time to earn the gold. But eventually you get there, and we think that's an important part of the design. As far as the Android question, I mean, the good news on that is we're very close to releasing the phone version of Hearthstone. We actually just reached a point in the last few days where we're now doing our final round of testing internally, and everybody at Blizzard is actually testing out the phone versions of Hearthstone, so it's very close. We want to get some last bits of polish in, and then we're looking forward to releasing that as soon as possible.
So this is not soon TN, right?
This is soon, very soon TN.
Sure. Okay, next question. So we doing?
He's your player, your own style.
I don't know why I'm looking at this.
이거는 식빵님이 해주신 질문이에요.
네, 식빵님의 질문입니다. 워크3 토너먼트처럼 덱을 투기장처럼 즉석에서 만들어서 토너먼트 대전을 하는 컨텐츠가 추가되면 좋겠습니다. 라고 여쭤보셨는데요.
Hello. Actually, first I wanted to introduce a couple other members of Team 5 that are here, Walter Kong and John Baker. So you can go and find them and ask them questions later. Okay, okay, you don't have to translate that. Okay. Tournaments. So yeah, tournaments are something that we're really excited about. We know that people have a lot of fun playing them, both kind of bigger ones and ones with their friends. So we're definitely thinking a lot about how to make that aspect of Hearthstone more easily doable. To, I think more specifically your question, we've played, and we know a lot of people who have played tournaments like that, where you kind of press the make a deck randomly button and you just play with those, and those are a lot of fun. So we're definitely thinking about all that sort of stuff as we think about what tournaments can mean for Hearthstone in the future. Is there a part two?
No, so there's not really any practical progression yet?
Yeah, nothing we're talking about right now.
The question about spectator mode.
Spectator mode?
Yeah.
Nice.
이동규님, 대현우진님 질문. 네.
첫 번째 이동규 씨의 질문인데요. 2014년 4분기 실적에서 하스스톤이 캐시카우로 큰 역할을 이끌었는데 북미와 유럽에 비해 한국 시장은 출시 초반과 달리 다소 매니악한 위주의 게임처럼 인식되고 있습니다. 균형적인 발전을 위해 블리자드의 생각은 어떠한지 궁금합니다.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, the interesting thing about that is that, guess what? At the beginning of 2014, everybody in North America and Europe, when we first rolled out the announcement of this, also thought it was a hardcore game. And the feedback we got from a lot of people when they first encountered Hearthstone was like, oh, that's not really a game for me, it's too complicated, there's just a lot of stuff I have to learn. And so initially there was just a general perception that that was the case in those regions. But what we found is that once people actually started playing the game and really kind of getting in and working their way through the intro missions and actually diving into the game, they had a lot of fun. And the biggest bit of feedback we got more than anything else from the launch of the Hearthstone was that, wow, I never really thought I could love this game in this type of a genre as much as I have. And that was repeated to us over and over and over again. And so that was a really great sign for Hearthstone. We feel like that's been super positive from North America, from Europe, and also we're getting a lot of that response from Korea, to be honest, as well. And we'd love to keep having more people play the game. We feel like there's still a lot of potential to keep growing Hearthstone. And overall, our message is that just to give it a shot. And we're trying to make that, the intention by Hearthstone is to make it as accessible as possible. And the kind of final stage of our platform rollout is getting it onto mobile, and that's one of our big goals right now, is just to kind of really get to a point where everybody else who's playing on mobile can check it out as well.
And I think another big part of that is events like the one tonight. The reason why we're really excited about fireside gatherings like this is that it's just so fun to get together with other people. Maybe some people have more experience, some people have less, but just getting everybody together to play just Hearthstone. It doesn't have to be hardcore, it doesn't have to be competitive, it can just be everybody having fun, and I think that's a big part of what Hearthstone is. And we hope there's a lot more events like this where people can get together and just enjoy Hearthstone together.
So there's a question about the smartphone version. So when you're releasing it, would the new users have some kind of reward, maybe not reward, but some kind of things that could go on with it, or maybe you were planning something to go on, and maybe a new adventure mode coming out with the smartphone?
Right now what we're working really hard on, and I think this goes with your question, is just making sure that the smartphone version is just as good an experience as the tablet or the PC version. So our goal really is to make it feel exactly the same. And so we're not going to add kind of really different features or new content. We really want Hearthstone to just feel like Hearthstone, whether you're playing on your PC or phone or tablet or in an IGR or at home. It's all kind of a one experience.
Do you want to add something?
Oh, no, I think.